What is up, my intergalactic friends? Welcome back here to another intergalactic content. So today we have another circus lucky wheel for Odysseus. Now, I have worked on Odysseus and I'm still currently working on Odysseus. I didn't prioritize Odysseus to max it out because I didn't see its fullest potential value right away, and I saw other flagships better than Odysseus. But is Odysseus actually good or not? We're going to talk about this in this video today. We're going to spin for the Circus Lucky Wheel as well. And here's some of the other way that you can get Odysseus beside from the Circus Lucky Wheel. You can also purchase Odysseus from the shop here. As you can see, Odysseus blueprint can be bought here, but you cannot buy Odysseus in the blueprint shop. There is no way for you to buy Odysseus here, okay? So Odysseus is definitely a very limited flagship that can only be bought using your Corium, using your money, and those are the things that you can really do. All right, so if you are a free-to-play player, you might struggle because you're not going to be making purchases for within the game. Then you can use Apollo as a substitute for Odysseus. Apollo is the epic version of Odysseus, so you can do that. Now, you can also do is buy the Corium in here, purchase. You can do that as a free-to-play. That is also available for you to do. Now, Odysseus here is a flagship that I wouldn't say an S plus tier flagship or like the best of the best. I would say it's like slightly lower from being the best of the flagship, but it is very good as well. The utility of Odysseus is really good, but it really depends on the situations that you're in and what type of warship you're going to put with Odysseus. So I'll kind of talk about what my concept with Odysseus is, but first we're going to spin for Odysseus. One thing that I want to tell you guys, everybody has very different opinions on how they play the game. With this game, I have a different mindset as well, and we just have a different approaches on your investment within your crew, core, everything. So I'm going to talk about that in a little bit after we spin for Odysseus, because I still need to max Odysseus out because my current Odysseus is very low. My Odysseus is, what is this? 12 to 3, 12 to 2, going to 12 to 3. Yeah, I need to get working on Odysseus so I can have another maxed flagship. So let's spin this for 5 times. And let's see, no Odysseus flagship there. And let's see, I kind of want to run this with the spin without the or with the animation. Let's see if we're gonna get lucky with the animation in here. Ah, my goodness. All right, I guess there's bad luck in here. Okay, let me collect this. At least there's a consolation prize. All right, we did not get anything good from there. I think I lagged out in here. Okay, let's do skip animation. Wow, we're not. Oh, uh-oh. All right, so that was some laggy circumstances in here. All right, let's do this. Ooh, we got like 16 here. Nice. Awesome. That's very helpful. All right. You know what? I'll take some of the crew training course in here. And of course, we want the flagship in there. There we go. More flagship blueprints. All right, let's keep spinning for this. Let's get the bonus. All right, 30. The more I get here, the less. Oh, wait. Yeah, I forgot. You cannot use Advanced Federation credits. So I really need to get a lot of the Odysseus, blueprints here. All right, come on. Give it to me. I'll take all this. I'll take all the true training course in here. And flagship XP as well. Oh, I'll take that. We got that 6. We got 10. 10 here. 10. All right. So that's not bad. We got 12. All right, practicing our mathematics within the game. Ooh, there we go, 40. So can we like rank it up already? Let's take a look in Odysseus in here. Oh my God, still far away just for 1 rank. Oh God, it's so expensive for this one. All right, let's spin again. We got nothing there. We got 2. We got 6. And whoa, finally we got a 10 there. What, that's 18? It's not bad. Okay. Let's spin this. All right. Let's see what we get from here. 50. This surely will be able to rank up for one only. When we rank this up, it's only going to increase this, which is really nice. I kind of want to talk about this after we do our spin. Let's spin for more. And I think that's pretty much it for now. I'm going to spin again for tomorrow, and I think I'm going to try to reach 160 here. So I'll probably make another purchase of, I'll probably just purchase this later, later today. So let's talk about Odysseus right now. So Odysseus, I think, majority of the players will do an Odysseus with like mixed fleet, and I understand it. When you do a mixed fleet of Odysseus, you're going to, really get the benefit of fighting everybody. But what I mean by that is you get the benefit if you meet different types of warships, right? But for the most part, when you're fighting or you're battling, right, you're meeting, let's say this is a one-on-one scenario. When you do a one-on-one scenario, you're going to meet a single warship type. So in a one-on-one scenario, it would be wise, in my opinion, to do a single warship with Odysseus. Now, if we talk about stacks, then in a stack, then it's acceptable to do, multiple warships doing with Odysseus. But here's another thing that I want to say. Majority of you will probably be solely focused on one warship, because in the beginning you're going to work on one warship buff. So let's say you're mainly frigates, so it would be better if you do a Odysseus with full frigates with another, maybe pair it up with Orion or pair it up with Artemis. All right, so that's my concept here. Then if you're frigates, whenever you meet cruisers, you're going to be able to crush them easy. So with my setup right now, I'm in between a struggle zone right now because of my captain and my situation. But currently, I'm actually using my Odysseus with cruisers. But eventually, I'm going to switch it up to frigates. The reason why I'm saying that is because some of my setups in here, some people assume that I am heavily on destroyers. But I'm actually so heavy in some of the situation with frigates as well. So as you can see, my frigate attack during cross nebula combat is actually very high percentage. So that's, plays a major factor in my battle in the game. That's a lot. That's about 33.8%. That's a lot of damage from a frigate. So when I meet like cruisers, I can definitely send out a Odysseus fleet. But since right now my Odysseus is not really up to par on fighting against other really strong players, so I don't really utilize my Odysseus yet. But eventually, as I'm working on my Odysseus, it will be utilized more. So currently, as you can see, I have my Odysseus in Cyclops here, right? So that's how I am setting this up. This is my cruiser fleet for now. But I think I will switch it eventually, and maybe I don't know what I'm going to do yet to finalize it, but I will work on something with Odysseus. So once Odysseus is maxed out, I will probably put it with Artemis. So let's take a look in here with this skill. So if you look into this skill, this is what is very attractive. And as well as this succubus party, this skill here, which is going to be able to recover some of the shield of your fleet, which is really attractive to me. And I really like this concept because shield plays a major role as well within Infinite Galaxy. But too heavy on shield is not also going to be so good, all right? And also depends on the weapon type that you're facing as well. So another thing that I see here that, kind of like I like it, but I don't like it so much, all right? Increase attack and defense when the total HP of deployed fleet is less than 70%. So this is great in the beginning, but then it becomes useless kind of like when you hit that 70% mark. So this is great on stacks. So another thing that I want to say, if you're using Odysseus and you're stacking, right, it is great as long as you have the range as well. You need to have range. So it's really hard to do the combinations in here. You want to take the most benefit out of this. you want to have range with Odysseus. So another combo that you can potentially do is like, you know, Odysseus with like, I don't know, somebody that's gonna bring range. Maybe with Athena, right? Athena with Odysseus gives it a little bit of a range, and it allows you not to be the one who dies first. Eventually, if it gets to you, then you're not going to benefit on this skill. But hypothetically, you have a high range. Let's say you're a cruiser, you're doing a cruiser setup with Odysseus, with Athena. You have a high range, and the other players that doesn't have a higher range, they'll probably die first, right? Oh, well, definitely they'll die first. You'll be the one last to die. You're prolonging the benefit of this 70%. So that's one concept that you can do. Within this game, there is so many variables that you can do. That's one of the things that I like and I kind of enjoy about this. There's really no one set rule that you can do. So, you can do so many combinations. And like, I am the type of player who likes to mix things up, who likes to do things differently, because I like to explore. One of the biggest and one of the funniest thing that I experienced here within the game is players talking about like, not working on destroyers, only focus on cruisers or focus on frigates. But here's the thing. I was one of those players who focused on, as you guys know, we focused on destroyers, which it's proven how amazing destroyers are. And there are many players who are actually interested on becoming a destroyer gang, since we have shown how powerful destroyers are. So when I first saw Hades, actually, this is supposed to be Odysseus video, but when I first saw Hades, I was like, oh my god. I was initially working on Artemis, if you guys don't know. I initially started with Artemis. Everybody wanted to be Frigg. I was like, okay, I want to be Frigg as well. Fast movement speed, everything. But when I saw Hades, I'm like, okay, this is actually really good. And then at first, I didn't like Titan, but I've kind of understand the game as we progress as well. And with the combination of Hades and Titan, it's been a wonderful setup. So the next setup that I'm going to be doing, I'll have to explain this to you once I've tested it. So it's gotta be in one of these combinations with either with Odysseus, with Poseidon, with Artemis, and Cyclops. So among those 4 flagship, I'm still trying to see what is the best situation for me. But for the meantime that I've been thinking, I think Odysseus has to be paired with a frigate fleet. The reason why I say that is because there's a lot of cruisers in Infinite Galaxy, and to counter those cruisers, you have to have your frigates, and as well as there's a lot of frigates. So for me to kind of match the frigates, having the frigate fleet for me with Odysseus kind of like, buffer it out, which is good. It could be a shield for my destroyer. So that's another concept that I am thinking about. Entirely, I don't have a fixed approach yet for what I'm going to do. But for now, what I know that I need to do is rank up my Odysseus. So get your Odysseus, rank it up, work with me here, and let's see how the progress is. And if you have a better suggestion what to do as well, I'm always open ears and willing to listen to, the comments. So leave in the comment section below. All right. Anyway, my intergalactic friends, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys again next time.